locked out of your Aruba 1930 switch, maybe you forgot the password, bought it used, or you inherited it from someone else, I'll show you how to reset it and more importantly, avoid getting stuck on that device token screen. I'm JC. So I recently just tested the reset process for the Aruba 1930 switch, and there are a few things that I found that aren't mentioned in many of the reset tutorials that I find online. And some of these things can probably stop you from getting back into your switch. So let's fix it. This has to be our fastest recovery method. If you can't log in, locate the reset button on the Aruba 1930 switch. It should be to the lower right hand corner of that device. It'll be accessible through some sort of paper clip. You just make sure to hold down that reset button for about 10 seconds. And while the switch is powered on, of course, watch for the LEDs to cycle. It'll take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Once it reboots, your switch is back at factory defaults. So let's launch the command prompt on a computer that you have on your network. What we'll do is run the ipconfig space / all command, and from there you can take a look at your current IP address. From there you can gather what the IP address range is. You'll use that to plug it into a tool like the advanced IP scanner. From there, you'll be able to see what devices you have within that IP range. Once you run that scan, you should be able to see all the available devices within that IP address range. Somewhere along that list, you should be able to locate your switch. It should be somewhat visible either by name or the MAC address. Once you identify the IP address, I would go ahead and launch a web browser, plug in that IP address. It'll take you at this screen where you can either sign in through the Instant On portal or through a local management where you have more control of the device itself. From there, you'll be taken to the login page. It's admin all lowercase. Once you log in, you'll be presented with updating your username and password. Once you do that, it'll just kick you out. You have to log back in with the updated username and password. You should now have access to the management portal. I also wanted to include this warning. If you do reset your device and you run into this page where it says device token or requesting a device token, you will not be able to insert that token unless you have ownership of the device and it was owned by you. You wouldn't be able to generate this. What I would do is contact Aruba support and you provide them with your serial number and whatnot, and they should be able to provide you that device token if you do not have or were not the prior owner of the device. So basically the device is not registered under your account or your name. If this helped you recover your Aruba 1930 switch, then please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. If you still have access to the web portal and you want to reset it the proper way, then stick around. I'll be uploading a video that's including the backup of the configuration file, and we'll use that to set up the switch in our next video. Thank you.